I'll start off with the energy sector as the Nigeria LNG Limited says its plan is not producing up to its production capacity due to theft of crude oil and vandalism of pipelines, among other problems. According to the NLNG Chief Executive Officer, theft, vandalism are gradually strangulating Nigeria's oil and gas sector, adding that what the company has been producing in the last month is between 60 to 80% of total gas utilization in the country. He also notes that roughly about 35% of the company's capacity is empty, stressing that the company has stopped exports of liquefied petroleum gas for domestic use to meet demand from the local market. Nigeria LNG is a consortium as well between state-run Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited, ENI, Total Energies, and Shell, with a capacity of 22 million tons per year. And in this next report now, the Nigerian Association of Small and Medium Enterprises, NASME, has called on the federal government to stimulate the nation's economy to address the numerous challenges affecting the growth and development of MSMEs. They made the call at a media briefing in Lagos ahead of this year's edition of the MSME Youth Empowerment Conference. Blessed Omonuse has the details on this report.
The enormous potential of micro, small and medium enterprises to economic transformation of any nation cannot be overemphasized. Going by the massive contribution of the sector to job creation, revenue generation and reduction in income disparities. Despite being the engine room of economic development in Nigeria, the sector is still fraught with many challenges which has hampered the growth of small businesses, hereby forcing others to close shop due to harsh conditions in the country.
The MSME Youth Empowerment Conference is aimed at providing an interactive forum for dialogue between young entrepreneurs representing the youth business community and policymakers, as well as development organizations, to discuss the need to invest in access to finance, technical assistance in young people's transaction, work and citizenship, given the significant roles of young people as agents for positive social and economic changes.
In addressing critical issues affecting the development of MSMEs across the country, the Nigeria Association of Small and Medium Enterprises noted that the 2022 MSME Youth Empowerment Conference will serve as a platform to facilitate more business opportunities for operators in the sector.
As we are all aware, we all know, even for regular MSMEs, we all know that our challenges are linked to access to finance and technical assistance. But for the youth, this is even heightened because everybody thinks that they are too young. You know, let them go and struggle it out first before they come and start asking for finance. So for them, access to finance is really a challenge. And with this Youth Enterprise Challenge, we're looking to provide access to capital and technical assistance for the youth across the country.
Although significant growth has been achieved in the MSME space, the need for more support to tackle these challenges faced by the players cannot be overstated. Blessed Omonose, TVC News, Lagos.
Now, business leaders and government officials from Nigeria and Europe say they will continue to strengthen bilateral ties so as to identify new opportunities and unlock the Nigerian economy towards a win-win outcome for both parties. Speaking at the 8th EU-Nigeria Business Forum in Lagos, the head of delegation, European Union to Nigeria and to the Economic Community of West African States, Samuel Sopi, explains that the event speaks and also seeks to promote stronger collaboration between the public and private sector, as well as the tailbacks militating against existing investors and deter new ones from investing in Nigeria's economy. Shaiv also notes that the platform will, for the European and Nigerian businesses, engage and also have more opportunities with the Nigerian authorities towards improving the business environment.
We, in our contribution in our joint NICOP project, which is the Nigeria Competitiveness Project, we are looking also on the competitiveness of Nigerian businesses in exports, not only to Europe, also on other markets, in the areas of ginger, of chili, of leather, of garment, and I think there is high demand in other countries.
There are products that Nigeria exports, sesame seed, ginger, products like that, cashew nuts, and then it's a matter of assisting those companies in Nigeria who produce that in meeting the EU standards. And those are generally just quality standards, healthcare standards. We have a project that works with the Nigerian Export Promotion Council and together with our German colleagues actually, to increase the quality of these products so that they will be ready for export.
Private, public is even more necessary because of the challenges that the world economy is facing and the challenges that Nigeria is facing in terms of food security. I mean, many issues. So that was the first takeaway, and we try from our side as representatives of the European Union private sector together with Eurocharm, which is the chamber of the European companies, to see how we can bring that dialogue forward.
And shifting focus now to the international front, the euro huddled at a 2-decade low today and all nursed losses as investors fretted about a looming recession, while equities were caught between growth worries and relief that a slowdown might put the brakes on interest rate hikes. MSCI's Brothers Index of Asia Pacific shares outside Japan edged up from a 2-month low and rose 0.3% in early trade. Japan's Nikkei also advanced 0.7%, and the Australian and New Zealand dollars scraped themselves from 2-year lows. S&P 500 futures were flat. Overnight, the index rose 0.4% and treasuries dropped as traders grappled with generally positive U.S. economic data with solid job openings and hawkish minutes from the June Federal Reserve meeting. And talking a little more about inflationary pressure, the annual pace of house price increases in Britain accelerated to 13% in the month of June from 10.7% in May. Figures from mortgage lender Halifax showed this morning. In monthly terms, prices rose by 1.8% after a 1.2% increase in the month of May from April. And talking some energy news now, ExxonMobil Corporation, in a latest development today, has delivered the first sustainable aviation fuel cargo to Changi Airport as part of a 1-year pilot program to test the new fuel for planes. The cargo is a blend of fossil-based refined jet fuel from ExxonMobil Singapore Integrated Refining and Petrochemical Complex and SAF supplied by Nest Oil. ExxonMobil said in a statement. The oil major was selected in February as the fuel supplier for the pilot program launched by the Civil Aviation Authority of Singapore, Singapore Airlines and Temasek. The fuel was to be delivered to Singapore Airlines and also Scoot flights from Changi Airport starting this month. Up in our business news now, oil prices on the international market has regained a footing today from steep falls in the previous session as investors returned their focus to tight suppliers, even as fears persisted over the demand outlook amid risks of a global recession. Here's West Texas Intermediate crude recorded a price dip of 0.37% to hit $98.17 per barrel. Brent crude now sells at $100.30 per barrel, registering a downward price margin of 0.41%. Northern Lights performance is also starting the day as well in the red territory with a price drop of 3.25%. And for the OPEC basket, crude oil dealers offer $114.30 per barrel, recording a price uptick, however, of 0.97%.